A councillor has to be a voice for local communities. One of the issues I've been working on recently relates to the Legion Hall in Colester. It's not a beautiful building, but it holds great historic importance for the local residents. But just in the last couple of days, the owners put it up for sale, which has really been a game changer, and there's a huge buzz around the area about it at the moment.
Thank you all very much for coming along today. So what we're asking people here to do is to let their public representatives know what they want done with this hall. They want it bought back, they want it bought for the community, and they want it returned to community use.
The Legion Hall issue in Colester really exemplifies why community engagement is important. The community know that the Legion Hall is a centrepiece for their community. They know that it can't just be handed over to a developer or for private gain. It's amazing to see a community stand up for itself like that, and that's what local councillors should do. They should support local communities in standing up for themselves.
The last few years were quite tough as a business person to actually get bank credit, to get the customers in. There was no spending out there. But we're very lucky in Galway because we actually pulled very much together. But for me, being on the City Council and also having a small business in town, I know exactly what needs to be done to actually bring in more business, to keep those jobs going. I work in the community, I live in the community, my kids are going to school in the community, I'm involved in the sports clubs in the community. So I mean, at a very local level, that's what the City Council's job is supposed to be, is concentrating on local issues. My job is to try and provide the best in transport, the best for the environment, the best in planning and the best for the community. Just after Christmas we got badly flooded. In our case it meant us having to close, to refurbish the place, and that's the resources that we had planned for other stuff that have to be now swallowed up for that. We've 2 pallets of sandbags been delivered, and of a couple of lads we're going to deliver them around to all the houses at the front there. I'm going to be throwing a load of sandbags over to her tomorrow. They were on to me as well, they want bags as well, the Olivers.
And Ger.
Ger as well, okay? Like, we actually get up there to make a difference, and we're not in it for ourselves. We actually love the town that we're in. We love the city that we actually represent, and I think that's really why, as a city councillor, I do it. But if we put the railing out as far as here, okay, that, I mean, the heritage officer won't mind then, okay? Our big thing is really to make sure that there's proper planning anymore to make sure that this doesn't happen.
Just what we need.
Would I be better off concentrating my business? Of course it would be, you know. But at the end of the day, is that the more people that come into town, better chance I have to make it a couple of quid. But also everybody else in the town gets a chance to make a few pounds as well. I mean, it's a great town, and the only way it's going to remain a great town is actually to have people involved at a local level who really care about their city.
Having an actual physical place that can be the centre of the heart of your community is so important. I'm basically involved at Rovers because I love it, I love the club. It's become a big part of Tala life now. The sense of identity, I think, that people get from being involved in a club and a team, and I think it can play a massive part in people's lives as they grow up, you know, and just even having a kind of positive outlet for, you know, their time and their energy. And Tala has often been associated with maybe the negative, you know, outlets that people have, and I think sport is a really good tool to tackle problems like that. I'm coming to this as a community person, you know, someone that loves my area and wants to stand up for my area and wants to give people the opportunity to vote for a young, passionate woman from the area. And I just think that we deserve equal access to representation. That's what I feel, and I think that's what the Labour Party is about. Oncasan, it's a community education centre, so it caters for people maybe who have left school early or are just looking at a second chance for education. My mum left school when she was 14 and she went back to Oncasan. That was my first experience with Oncasan, and I think that her experience of education for a second time has had a huge impact on my experience of education, you know. They have a saying in Oncasan that education is the key out of poverty, and I really strongly believe that that is the case. Most of the facilities that were here were built by people on the ground, you know, taking action themselves, standing up and saying we want something, so we're going to get it, whether it's gone around. You can genuinely make a difference if you stand up and say what you want and work for it and work hard for it.
I think most people perceive it, once you're a councillor, you're kind of on the pig's back. You have a fantastic income, that you're going from dinner dance to dinner dance. When the reality is you're racing from meeting to meeting and racing from match to match, or racing home to put your children to bed. My job is a full-time teacher. My job is a part-time councillor. Basketball is my passion. I was lucky enough to start Father Matthews 11 years ago, and I don't see Father Matthews as a sporting club per se. We offer a service to the community. We offer the children the opportunity to play a sport. Sport changes lives. You ask any community in Ireland how important sport is to their local community, whether it's a GA club or a soccer club or a basketball club, it's fundamental. It offers young people the opportunity to open doors that sometimes they aren't able to open themselves.
I'm not supposed to miss it all now. Staying close now, so goes through the hoop.
A lot of people would find it difficult to understand why people become politicians. You don't do it for money. But I think a lot of people come in because they want to facilitate change. They're not happy with something, government policy. They're not happy with something in their lives. You know, they want to give back something to society.
If I get lost, then again.
Change is slow. Society is slow moving. But if you're patient, you eventually do see your policy coming to fruition, or the idea that you had. Like last year, Cork City Council ran summer schools for the first time. It's small change, a small win, but you know, for those families and for those children, a big impact.